Welcome to the Online Graduate Research Forum for Spring 2020. My name is Randolph, and I am a graduate student in the Masters of Science and Interdisciplinary Studies program in the Department of Organization, Workforce, and Leadership Studies at Texas State University. The title of my practicum is Investigating Student Self-Advocacy in Higher Education. As a full-time academic advisor, I have noticed that the cost of higher education rises each year, and students are increasingly relying on loans and financial assistance to seek a post-secondary credential. To avoid debt and degree completion with excess credit, students must self-advocate by finding, interpreting, and utilizing degree planning resources. The purpose of my practicum was to explore student self-advocacy in higher education and the on- and off-campus stakeholders that assist with fostering this necessary skill. Based on this goal, I completed my practicum experience with Upward Bound, a college readiness program for high school students at San Marcos and Lehman High School. Since college credit programs are quickly growing in popularity, student self-advocacy skills must be fostered in high school to ensure proper course selection, GPA maintenance, and a smooth transition to a post-secondary institution. To investigate student self-advocacy in higher education, I designed activities according to 3 objectives. One of my objectives was to expand my cross-cultural global awareness. Here, my activities included addressing a need in the college readiness curriculum provided to students in the Upward Bound program by designing and delivering a workshop series according to the self-advocacy needs of college-bound students. I also designed worksheets that allowed students to apply the information to the institution of their choice. Another practicum objective was intellectual development. The activities for this objective sought feedback and training from higher education professionals to identify potential problems in the post-secondary pipeline that may lead to student degree completion with excess credit. My final objective was career exploration. During my practicum, my activities allowed me to connect with higher education professionals, which enabled the expansion of my network to seek similar employment opportunities in the future. With the knowledge gained from these objectives, I have a better understanding of the importance of student self-advocacy and the stakeholders that assist with fostering this skill. I also now have a larger professional network which will assist me in securing relevant employment opportunities in the future. I would like to share 3 short stories with you about my experiences during the practicum. To begin, I was very proud of the students I worked with at San Marcos and Lehman High School. I taught workshops about selecting a school and major, the Texas core curriculum, college credit program enrollment, academic policy and law, and how to utilize a college syllabus. To serve as an example, I worked with a freshman that was interested in the accounting major at UT, Texas State, and A&M. After reviewing the undergraduate catalogs at each institution, she was able to compare the degree requirements at each school and determined that they all require economics for the social behavioral science requirement. She was able to indicate an interest in dual credit macroeconomics rather than sociology or psychology, which will allow her to satisfy a degree requirement while still enrolled in high school. Since dual credit is subsidized, she can assess her interest in the accounting major before she enrolls at a university, which minimizes the risk of incurring debt. I will miss doing this work with the students because it was amazing to see the many light bulb moments that they had as a result of our workshops. I was also able to attend a training alongside my site supervisor in Houston, Texas, and that training was hosted by the Council for Opportunity in Education and the Department of Education. The training focused on financial aid, financial literacy, admissions, and the partnership these offices share. I learned a lot about financial aid literacy and how the skill relates to successful degree completion. I left the training with many new connections on LinkedIn and enjoyed discussing student self-advocacy with my site supervisor and other individuals that work with the high school population. Finally, I was very pleased with the informational interviews I was able to conduct this semester. Specifically, the individuals I spoke with about college credit program enrollment corroborated my concerns about the programs in general. Those concerns are that most students are not given the information and resources they need to make informed decisions when deciding on program enrollment, and in addition, it seems those tasked with communicating this information may not have the support they need to provide clear and concise guidance. This scenario was communicated to me by parents and students seeking information about college credit programs. Overall, it is clear that the path to college credit enrollment needs to be illuminated for parents, students, and college readiness staff. During my practicum, I engaged in intellectual development to augment my practicum experience. The Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board released a report on the progress of the 60 by 30 Texas initiative that greatly contributed to my intellectual growth. The 60 by 30 Texas initiative indicates that 60% of the adult population in Texas will need a post-secondary credential by the year 2030 for Texas to remain competitive in the global economy. First, the report helped me understand the priorities of the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board. Prior to my practicum, I knew very little about the 60 by 30 initiative, and reading the report helped me understand the problems in higher education that are being addressed in the state right now. The Coordinating Board has implemented an initiative that seeks to accomplish 4 goals: increasing our educated population, increasing student degree completion, increasing marketable skills to match the needs of the workforce, and minimizing student debt. After reviewing the objectives associated with the initiative, I was able to review our state's progress in terms of goal achievement. The report indicates that there has been improvement across each goal, and since I am specifically interested in the topic of student degree completion with excess credit, it was encouraging to read that between 2015 and 2018, the amount of excess credit an average student earned dropped from 28 to 24 semester credit hours. While this is a small difference, it is encouraging to see progress in this area. Finally, the report highlighted programs and activities that support these goals, and special attention was given to the role of academic advisors and the need for collaboration. We must support the individuals tasked with providing college readiness guidance by increasing communication between K-12, higher education, and workforce stakeholders. Without teamwork in these sectors, it is unlikely the state will accomplish the goals established in the initiative. Based on these insights, the progress report helped to further my understanding of the impact that student self-advocacy skills can have on the system of higher education as a whole. If students know how to self-advocate within the system, they are more likely to complete their degrees in a time and cost-efficient manner, which relates to the goals of the 60 by 30 Texas initiative. I would like to share with you what I learned about myself during the practicum in the context of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. My greatest strength throughout the practicum was the ability to organize and create a plan to execute the activities established in the contract. The workshop series tested my organization skills because I had to conduct research each week according to what the student was interested in, and also had to adjust the following week's workshop according to the information gathered. My organization skills ensured this process was stress-free, smooth, and effective. My greatest weakness during the practicum was maintaining objectivity when discussing problems in higher education. I had to consistently remind myself to not let my experience in academic advising cloud my judgment when hearing from the perspective of others, and the informational interviews I conducted this semester allowed me to work on this weakness and recognize the learning opportunities that arise when I step outside of my personal experience and perspective. This semester provided me with the opportunity to work on managing uncertainty. Prior to my practicum, I tended to panic when things did not go according to plan. This semester, many of the activities I planned to conduct did not go according to plan. For example, I registered to attend the 2020 South by Southwest Education Conference, but found out that the event was canceled the week prior due to concerns surrounding COVID-19. While this was a major disappointment, I used the occasion to find an alternative learning opportunity, and this has taught me the importance of remaining flexible. Finally, time was a major threat to my practicum objectives. In addition to graduate school, I work full-time as an academic advisor, and I also work on a grant initiative for transfer students. Managing my time and responsibilities with the 100-hour practicum was challenging, but I was able to successfully complete the experience, and I am proud of the resiliency that I've gained as a result. Based on these insights, the main takeaway I learned about myself from the practicum is that I am more resilient than I initially thought, and I must rely on my strengths to carry me through times of uncertainty while improving upon my weaknesses so that I am better prepared to manage and address uncertainty in the future. Based on my practicum experience, I would like to pursue work with the high school population because I believe building self-advocacy skills prior to college credit enrollment is extremely important to ensure success and to maximize the benefit of cost subsidization. In light of the conversations I had this semester, I am optimistic about the future of higher education and the career I hope to build because I am filled with a sense of purpose when working with students to achieve their dreams. I hope you enjoyed my presentation for the Online Graduate Practicum Forum. Please indicate your anonymous preference for this practicum by clicking one of the following icons below the video. In addition, please post questions and feedback in the comment section. I will respond to inquiries posted between March 30th and April 13th on this webpage. Thank you.